Hey guys, it's Glenn, and I'm back. And it seems like whenever I am so not tanned up here. So it seems like whenever I actually upload something to YouTube, it's always a, hey, I'm back. And there's actually a really good reason for that. And the reason is, well, at least the reason is for this time. I was actually sent out for a business trip for work for almost, I want to say a month and a half total. I did come back home, but it was usually like for a week or so. And as you can see, my apartment is really dirty because of it. The other reason is I went back to Phoenix to watch my younger brother graduate from ASU. Woo! And you know, when I'm gone like that, I usually don't record anything. Sometimes I try to, but this time it was just vacation. I really wanted to get away from everything, and so I didn't really record anything. Actually, I did, but it's on an SD card that's in Phoenix, not here. So, it was actually just a blog about a photo shoot thing that we're doing, a toy photo shoot with my friend Eugene. I'll actually link his Instagram below. It's a toy Instagram, kind of like what I'm doing, except his is a whole lot better right now. A whole lot better. He has a lot of good toys. This is what I aim to do. Mine's more Power Ranger specific, so we'll see how that goes. You know, I've just been back. I actually got back to Virginia maybe 3 or 4 days ago, so a lot of the stuff I unpacked is just sitting all over there in a mess until I try to get to organizing it. But with work and then some other stuff going on, it's, I just want to take naps. That's all I really want to do. So with this update, just kind of getting back in touch with you guys. I was not actually physically there for it, but I was there that morning. If you pay attention to the convention scene, Phoenix Comic Con unfortunately had a guy come in with actual real weapons, loaded weapons, a shotgun, a couple handguns, knives, and such to attack the police. He was aiming for Jason David Frank, who played Tommy the green and white Power Ranger from the original MMPR series, and anyone else that pretty much got in his way. Fortunately, he was tackled and subdued and taken out without anyone getting hurt. You know, it does take one person to, unfortunately, destroy the convention scene, or the convention going for everyone else that's attending, and that's pretty much what happened. It kind of snowballed from there. You know, I believe in, you know, we should be safe. We should have a lot of safety in place and security in place to help facilitate a good and great convention. Man. A good convention experience. I think it was a bit of a knee-jerk reaction on the part of Phoenix Comic Con, just a little bit, and how they did things, and you know, can't blame them for changing things on the fly. But Friday morning, the line for to get in the convention, both registration and everything, was outside. Phoenix at the end of May, beginning of June, you're getting hundreds plus degree weather at 10:30 in the morning, and it was taking about 2 hours for everyone to get in the building on Friday, along with a weapons ban. Now, I understand it and I sympathize with it, and I did agree that there should be a weapons ban, at least for the day until like they get their security stuff situated. But unfortunately, it was throughout the rest of the con. It was a ban. A lot of people didn't show up because they couldn't cosplay as what they wanted to cosplay as. There was a lot of people asking for refunds, as well as just people just not showing up for the convention. It was very noticeable Saturday, especially after those lines added on top of everything else, the 2-hour wait to get in the convention, that people just didn't want to show up. And Saturday really saw it. I spoke to several artists, some vendors that day, because I was part of the media pass. And please ignore my I can't talk. Please ignore my AC going on. It's actually getting warm now, so I have it on. Yeah. I spoke to a couple of them, a couple of vendors and everything. They were kind of, I want to say not upset, but they were disappointed because they had a lack of attendees going to the convention. Therefore, their sales were low for that day, especially the artists. I think one of my friends barely just made enough to cover, their booth for the whole thing, so fortunately, you know, it wasn't as good as it could have been because of this incident. Now, there's a couple things with the convention that I think can be adjusted and fixed for next year. The pig pen, which is a roped off squared area for people from overflow from the photo booth and from the autograph section, that they kind of just jumble them up in there. Fortunately, I think that's a safety concern, especially when everyone's just calling the first 10 people that get out into another and form a line. You're looking at people getting run over that have kids, strollers, and things like that. So I think that's, for me, that was the number one takeaway I took from the convention. Just I felt that was a bit of a safety hazard. So hopefully that changes next year. The other thing about the convention was that with those lines, there was no water stations. Obviously, it's our responsibility to hydrate and make sure we hydrate. It's Arizona, it's Phoenix, it's hot. However, no one expected those lines to be like that or take that long of a time to get in. Therefore, I think there should have been water stations provided because of the security and because we couldn't get in without going through a check first. So I think that needs to be addressed for next year, because it did happen the years past where the registration line ended up all the way wrapped around outside, and it was something that I think PCC should have at least had an idea that might happen, just because of the amount of time it's going to take for someone to go through. And I've actually been working on my own toy Instagram, taking pictures of a lot of SH figure arts that I've bought throughout the years, ones that I know I won't be selling, and I've really started getting into that and getting into really trying to hone my ability to do more photography things instead of videography. Doesn't mean I won't do vlogs anymore. I still do them. I think for the most part, the reaction part of the channel is gonna be scrapped. I don't think I have the time, but also I just think it's something that I did. I had fun with it, and maybe I'll still do a couple here and there whenever I have the chance. But I think that part of the channel will slowly just disappear. I'll move on to other things, more of a toy vlog, as I look and buy more toys, and talk about the Power Ranger line that's currently out with the Legacy series and things like that. So hopefully you stick around for that. I am going on another journey here pretty soon, and I'm also going to be going back to the gym, working out. I did start a series about my weight loss, but I moved, so it's kind of like, I stopped working out, but I think I'm going to start doing that again. So I'll start that vlog one more time. Hopefully it works. Later.